Zip it up.
This impromptu reunion brought Doug Sutton, Kathy Mitchell, and Alan Hawes into Peter Hansen's New Canaan home. Little did they know, 50 years ago, they would be a part of a life-changing event.
You live right down the street.
I'm right across the street.
Peter opened his home and his arms on this day for his friends to share their New Canaan Experiment memories. Years earlier, the Hansen home housed practice teachers here from Norfolk State. In fact, the very first class in 1969. This day was a good day, a day to ask all of them how they think history should remember the New Canaan Experiment. Kathy Mitchell, a former cooperating teacher, summed it up in one sentence.
I do think that it helped everybody on both sides understand where everybody was coming from.
I can't give you a measurement, but it's, in my mind, an important part of the growth of this town.
Enlightenment, compassion, love can take place.
We still have precious few blacks living in New Canaan. We have precious few teachers living in New Canaan.
With an eye on the future, embracing the lessons of the past, we invited Norfolk State University education students to screen the New Canaan documentary. They were fixated, watching every nuance of the film.
I only wish that if you took a group of 10 kids from New Canaan and plopped them down in a completely different atmosphere.
We asked the student teachers if in their experience so far, if the issue of teaching tolerance applies in today's classroom.
There are still schools that are predominantly white. Matter of fact, my experience, I went to a predominantly white high school. I was one of 5 African American students. That was tough. That was different.
Not everyone is educated about everyone's background. And I think the more we become educated on everyone's cultural and beliefs and stuff like that, we'll be able to unify.
I would create a diverse environment, make sure that I cater to everyone inside of the classroom, no matter the gender, the race, the age. It just makes sure that everybody's included.
I think we shouldn't change the experiment. I think we should keep going. I think that we should continue to try to innovate and try to get students of all backgrounds in the education system.
That said, licensed urban education student Tamiko Jones raises the issue of political correctness. She says it creates hurdles in today's climate.
I think that there's definitely a need, but there's so many barriers and so many, well, can I say this, can I do this? I think that stops us from learning about other cultures and other people from other cultures learning about us. Children learn, and especially if you're a child like me, I'm a visual learner, I'm a tactile learner, I like to touch. So, and for my son, when he saw or when he was introduced to someone of another race, the first thing he wants to do is he wants to touch the hair because he's like, well, I'm not familiar with that. It doesn't look like my mom's hair or my dad's hair. But for us, it's like, oh, don't touch my hair. And it's like, so a person is trying to get to know you, trying to learn more about you, but we're so sensitive about certain things that it makes it hard.
No one said it would be easy. Least of all, Dr. Sidney Booz, who co-founded the experiment.
I had a dream some years ago that we could produce teachers that could cross cultural lines.
I am clear that we need something like that today.
Keela Booz, an English professor at Norfolk State University, shares her late father's vision.
I think that it's a variation on students studying abroad. It's studying abroad domestically. So going to a whole different culture and a whole nother place where people live differently, eat differently perhaps, shop differently, that's something that's worth learning and studying. And investing oneself in so one can navigate in a variety of situations. I am so very proud of my father for having launched this program and having kept it going all these years. I'm so proud of those former students who are now teachers, professors, principals who graduated from those programs and have gone on to shine that light. And I am proud that his focus on excellence in education and excellence in life is being continued on through them.